Hi there. Well, I just want to say what an honour and a privilege it is to be with you today for this incredible event. And I'd like to thank Joe Watson and Lucy Johnstone and all the amazing speakers and artists and contributors that we've seen. And I want to thank you for watching too. So before we see my little song, I just wanted to explain a little bit about the inspiration for it. So some time ago, in the depths of my own struggles, I started a podcast and it was called Let's Talk Withdrawal. And it was really an attempt to try and understand what was happening to me as I was having a very, very difficult time of coming off antidepressant drugs. And so I was keen to speak to people that, like me, that had similar experiences, but also I wanted to speak to some recognized experts who could help explain why we were seeing such massive increases in psychiatric prescribing. So I made a little bit of a list based upon watching a few talks and reading a few books. And top of that list was Professor John Reid from the University of East London. So I reached out to John, and honestly, I had no expectation of him responding because he didn't know who I was, he didn't know anything about me. But to my amazement, he replied almost immediately and said, "Why don't we chat right now?" So I put my anxieties aside, and John and I spoke, and he became my very first interview for the podcast. And then a bit later in 2018, I came across the inspiration for the song. So each year, Joe Watson makes a point of sharing alternative memes and quotes whenever there is a Mental Health Awareness Week. And one of the quotes that she shared from John made me laugh out loud when I saw it. And then when I finished laughing out loud, I realised there might be a song in it. And I can't think of a more fitting or more proper way to introduce the title of the song than to hear from the great man himself. So here's John Reid at the Extended Therapy Foundation meeting held in Canada in 2015.
So the actual causes, Peter has touched on them already. The actual causes you can summarize in one line, which I've been doing for 30 years. And the line is, bad things happen and they fuck you up. And it's astonishing that a person like me can make an entire career out of that one idea.
So I came up with the song in 2018, but given the quite extraordinary year that we've had in 2020, it felt fitting to re-record it especially for tonight. So with thanks to Joe and to John, and apologies to you all, this is Bad Things Happen 2020. So turn up the volume and clear space for the mosh pit. My mind is not confused. Suffering is human. Drugs don't improve mood. Don't want your diagnosis. Don't need a label. Don't need the DSM sitting on my kitchen table. And I don't think it's wrong feeling down and blue, but I do find suspicious the cash your drugs accrue. Your diagnosing checklist, well, it seems so arbitrary. The way you lock us up is nothing short of scary. Bad things happen and they fuck you up. If you're searching in a textbook, you're completely out of luck. Bad things happen and they fuck you up. This is the reality, you better listen up. So my chemicals aren't balanced or my genes are out of whack. I don't believe you know the truth, aren't you really just a quack? Where is the evidence and the facts that we seek? We're telling you it's not okay and we will not be meek. You have damaged so many based completely on a myth. You have profited from pain, but when accused you take the fifth. Diagnosed, drugged and bound, you probably think we're through, but we're rising up in protest and we'll get the truth from you. disorders, but you're gonna end up stuck. Bad things happen and they fuck you up. This is our reality, better listen up. Bad things happen and they fuck you 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 up. Bad things happen, but you fucked up. Bad things happen and they fuck you up. Bad things happen and they fuck you up. Bad things happen.